You already know this is Punch on Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine, baby. Um, Mike Tyson. Surprisingly, I was actually surprised to hear this from Mike Tyson, but does have a point. And also, when Mike Tyson speaks, we listen. Mike Tyson, we already know, is a boxing historian. He knows what the hell he's talking about. He's very smart. He always studies. He knows what to look for. And in his podcast, he was going live on his podcast. He was answering a lot of people's questions. I believe it was the day before yesterday or something like that. And they asked him who would be the most difficult or the hardest opponent out of these heavyweights today. And Mike Tyson replied, I'm thinking in my head he's gonna be like, man, he's probably Deontay Wilder. Or probably there's somebody's gonna, maybe like a Tyson Fury that's gonna box him around. Well, actually, Mike Tyson said Anthony Joshua. And the reason why he said Anthony Joshua was because, and surprisingly, he said Anthony Joshua has it all. The only problem with Anthony Joshua is he doesn't know it that he has it all. So Mike Tyson's looking at Anthony Joshua and be like, yo, this kid has it all. He just doesn't know. I know if I face him and he's in his A game and he, you know, gets the mental part and the physical part to coexist at the same time, he feels like Anthony Joshua got the whole package in the heavyweight division. Now, that's Mike Tyson talking. That's Mike Tyson. That's not Punch Drunk. That's not me. If you go check it out on his podcast whenever you get the chance. He had a live show and he was answering a lot of people's questions, and he answered those questions. I was very surprised because I just didn't feel, maybe the momentum. Maybe we are the boxing where the combat world is accustomed to seeing fighters lose and then we write them off. We actually forget what made them be at the elite level. So of course we saw Anthony Joshua. He lost to Andy Ruiz, so a lot of people write him off. Oh, now he's just another heavyweight. That's the way a lot of people see it. And sometimes we all may be guilty of that. We live in the moment. Oh, this guy person's lost. Oh, he's not what we thought he was. But Mike Tyson, when he talks, we listen. If we don't, then we just being ignorant. You know, uh, it's like if Michael Jordan is talking about basketball and you're going to tell Jordan. If Jordan says, you know what, the hardest guy I think I'll play one-on-one will be Kobe Bryant. You can't be the one to be like, oh no, it's LeBron James. No, it's James Harden. No. The GOAT is talking. So when Michael Jordan talk about basketball, you're gonna listen. When Mike Tyson talks about boxing, especially in the heavyweight, and especially that we know that Mike Tyson isn't a historian. He's just not a boxer. He studies boxers. This is what he does. So when he says what he says, a lot of people can't disagree. If he says that Anthony Joshua, he sees Anthony Joshua having he has it all. That's what he said. And if you think about it, fundamentally sound, Anthony Joshua offensively does have it all. Anthony Joshua know how to work the jab. Anthony Joshua know how to control and how to work distance. Of course, we're gonna look at the last fight. We're gonna be like, oh, but he didn't control distance on that. End of the day, people lose. Not everybody wins. Not everybody wins. He's an ex-Olympian. His defense, maybe his jaw might not be up to par, but Anthony Joshua got the body, got the jab, got the uppercut, got the hooks, got the right cross, very fundamentally sound, does not waste punches. And if Anthony Joshua was in his A game and Mike Tyson sees that he could be in his A game, Mike Tyson will have trouble with him, will be his hardest opponent out of the heavyweights. Now, if you say maybe it's Deontay Wilder, Mike Tyson, remember Deontay Wilder is 209 pounds. He came against what was it, Tyson Fury or Dominique Brazil or Stavern. He came at 209 pounds. We gotta understand Mike Tyson probably see um the way that Mike Tyson comes in with the bob and weave and the peekaboo style, and he feels if he gets on the inside versus Deontay Wilder, probably he feel like he's gonna crack some ribs. And Mike Tyson, remember, Mike Tyson is a smart fighter. Mike Tyson's not he's not a dumb fighter. Mike Tyson had very great defense. People don't know that about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson had great defense and great boxing ability to the point where if Mike Tyson was here today, he'll be the best technically sound boxer heavyweight right now. Better than more better technically sound than a Tyson Fury, which a lot of people consider right now that he's the most technically sound. I'm not even convinced, to be honest. And a lot of people like to compare eras and eras. And do you think that Lennox Lewis or Bo, I think in this era they'll succeed highly because it's not only about the technically sound, they got power as well. They got defensive whiz as well. They'll bang, they'll go to war. And that's how I see it. And I think Mike Tyson has a legitimate reason for his take. Again, we're talking about Mike Tyson. And of course, in everybody in our minds, we're always gonna be like, yo, Mike Tyson will beat anybody. Even of the losses that he has taken in his career, we always feel if Mike Tyson come out of retirement right now, we will probably go for Mike Tyson. It's because his legacy, his what he did in the ring speaks for itself. It's something that can't be forgotten. It's something that is even at this age, people would like to see Michael Jordan play. Right? We're always gonna think, you know, that they're always gonna be that type of caliber of fighter. They always gonna be that dangerous fighter. You know, until we see them actually lose very, very bad. See, Mike Tyson in his last couple of losses, he didn't lose very, very bad. Mike Tyson actually beat himself. He just wasn't in it. I believe him. One thing about Mike Tyson is that Mike Tyson is not a BSer. Whether you like Mike Tyson or not, you know damn sure that when Mike Tyson speaks, he's speaking straight from the heart. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. No matter how it sounds, he says it how he says it. So when he be like, "Oh, Anthony Joshua is the hardest dude out of this era," I believe him. It's Mike Tyson. Why would he lie? He didn't say Tyson Fury. And look, Tyson Fury went to his show. He didn't say Tyson Fury. He didn't say Andy Ruiz. He didn't say. Even though I still would have loved to see Mike Tyson and Tua. That's a fight that we never got to see. That's a fight I really, really wanted Mike Tyson and I really wanted to see Mike Tyson fight Tua. Because Tua was a problem. I think a lot of people overlook his career as well. Tua was a problem. As a Mike Tyson fan, the only fighter, no lie, that I was like, yo, I think that's gonna be hard for Mike Tyson was Tua. What do y'all feel about the Canelo? Now that days have passed, what do y'all feel about the Canelo and Kovalev fight? What do you feel about the people that's talking about the fight? There's people out there. I had one of my videos, you already know, that's trying to discredit what Canelo has done, trying to discredit Kovalev into throwing and fixing the fight. This is the nonsense in boxing fans, bro. This is the nonsense of people that actually want to support boxing and want to become independent media and actually report dumbness like this. Yes, I agree. He got knocked out legitly. But I don't understand. Where's the look? At the end of the day, are we role models? No. Yet, do I believe that a lot of people does have a responsibility? Yes. Whether you like it or not, you have a responsibility. If you want to cover the sport of boxing, whether you have a channel, whether it's a lot of traffic, whether there's little traffic, but you want to put yourself in position to go out there, interview fighters. If you're into boxing, I would think that, and if you love boxing, I would think that you will respect boxers because you love the sport. People, hardcore boxing fans understand what the hell this sport is, what it's all about, what are the sacrifices, what are the pros and cons of this sport, and especially at this elite level. Is boxing corrupt? Yeah. If 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 Canelo was fighting a Joe Blow, a Uber driver that's just going, oh man, he got his chance, he's gonna get his money, man, and he would just fall. I would think though, but Sergey Kovalev taking a fix and taking a fall, people are stupid to say that. Idiotic. Idiotic, bro. It's very irresponsible, especially for boxing other boxing publications. Very irresponsible for the people that follow the sport. Very irresponsible for the people that give the content of the sport. And I'm talking about the serious people. I'm not talking about those trollers. I'm talking about people that perceive themselves as boxing fans, independent media, trying to come with the dumb BS and try to proclaim that a guy like Sergey Kovalev is going to fix, going to be into a fix. You think the guy wants to get knocked out? Do you know how dangerous it is in this sport? I'm going to take a two-piece? Really? Snap my neck? Really? You think I'm going to embarrass myself or plan to embarrass myself in front of my daughter that's looking on, like Sergey Kovalev's children was looking on? You think I'm going to do that in front of my wife? There's some pride when it comes to these fighters, but it looks like there's no pride when it comes, and there's no moral capacity, there's no moral standard when it comes to these independent media publications. If he's already getting paid a 12 million, why does he need to get a two-piece? No, man, he will fight. These guys are fighters, but they've been doing it for most of their lives. We're not talking about an Uber driver that's just you just keep getting off the street. Yo, my man, are you willing to fight Canelo Alvarez? You remember those? You remember those conversations that we used to have back in the days? Yo, would you take a punch from Mike Tyson for $1 million? We're trying. People are trying to compare the average man, the average Joe, to the mentality of a modern day warrior, modern day gladiator that sacrificed his life, that put his life on the line for to put his life on the line. People talk about boxing like if it's basketball. People talk about boxing like if it's some figure skating sport. And we already know why those people that was trying to discredit this fight and discredit the accomplishment, discredit Sergey Kovalev. It's because he didn't have the right complexion or the right race for them to, to support. And all of us that we are the sport of boxing, we might like different styles. We might like our favorite. We might have me fans who are a fighter that we just like. But at the end of the day, We have to respect what these men and women do. From the number one rank to the number 10,000 to the million rank. To get inside that ring, man, take some level of cojones, balls, heart. I be punching a punching bag for 4 rounds, and I feel like I was in a fight. That's how tired I get. And if anybody knows about boxing and boxing workouts, you'll be like, damn. Take the glove and just boom, just punch yourself a little bit. Just see how your jaw reacts. Now think about if somebody's look at this crazy guy. Now think about if somebody is actually trained, elite, know how to turn that punches, know how to twist, know how to twist them hips to connect on those power punches like Canelo did. You think I'm going to take that? You think that there's any type of money worth to end up like Pichardo Colon? This is the people that don't. That's the mindset that people don't understand. You think that Sergey Kovalev is gonna put himself in position already, knowing they got $12 million in the bag, but yet take them type of blows to end up like Pichardo Colon? You think a guy thinks about that? You think somebody want to end up almost like Adonis Stevenson? You think people want to end up like Zab Judah the couple of months ago? You think people want to end up God rest his soul, the Russian that passed away? Do you think people really want to end up like Patrick Day? People that think that, oh, I'm gonna take a couple of punches like that and make it a fixed fight, they doing an irresponsible thing to the sport of boxing, man. And they trying to, you know, they're just idiots, man. They're just idiots. Now there are some fights, right, that we may see and we be like, some people say I've never trained boxing. 100% agree with you. It's people that never just put them gloves. You know why I don't want to? I never went along and try to make a boxing a career because I didn't want to get punched in the face for a living. It's just not my type of career. It's just not my type of sacrifice. Now, do I love to spar? Oh, and go and spar with somebody and have a good workout and give somebody good work? Yeah, I'll do that. But to fight for a living when I feel like I can make money just using my head without getting punched in the face and be like, yeah, I made $1 million and be like this at 50. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not everybody turns out like Floyd Mayweather, man. Not everybody turns out like Manny Pacquiao. Not everybody turns out like Mike Tyson. You may be turning out like Roger Mayweather. You could be turning out to a lot of boxers. You could turn out to a Pichardo Colon. Now, what are the chances? Being wealthy and disabled, some people may take that. I'd rather have good enough money, free pain, great health, all faculties working out, being here long enough to take care of my family, and hopefully staying here long enough here on earth to watch my grandbabies. Not living off painkillers because of all the blows that have taken. I don't want to end up like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, everybody's saying I'm the greatest, but then look at me. I'm in a point when I can't even say it myself. I can't even make it across. I can't even talk to somebody. Is it worth it all? I'm saying if you could do something else, that's why I always say these are my modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. I don't say it because I'm trying to be on the on like just trying to be cute. These are my modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. If we was in ancient time and we be in the Colosseum, those would be our boxers. Those would be our fighters. This is the modern day Colosseum. And guess why I say these are my modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. And of course, we're going to take them accountability for the words that they speak, good or bad. And we're going to digest it, we're going to analyze it, and then we're going to talk about boxing and have a concept about it. Just like right now, Mike Tyson said that we always want to everybody always want to listen to Mike Tyson when he talks about, and he doesn't talk about it too much, about the boxers of today. When Mike Tyson said, oh, when he was remember when he was like, who's gonna win, Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather? He was talking about Manny Pacquiao was more sensational. He likes Manny Pacquiao's style because now we understand that Mike Tyson like action packed style. He want to be entertained. Some people may be like, oh, Mike Tyson, he's hating on Deontay Wilder. Why he got to say Anthony Joshua? Because probably Mike Tyson see that and like we all know, Deontay Wilder's a freak of nature, a hell of a fighter. But on a technical standpoint, and knowing that Mike Tyson, he is a technical fighter. He's just a technical freak of nature with power and very ruthless. But Mike Tyson, right now, if you put him right now, he'll be the best defensive boxer. I mean, the best defensive heavyweight. His jab was like a power. It was a power punch. His jab would knock somebody out. He'll be the best body puncher in the heavyweight division because nobody even goes to the body anymore in the heavyweight division. Everybody just work on the two piece. 1-2, 1-2, 3-2, 3-2-3. Couple uppercuts here and there. Bear hugs. Heavyweight division is like two grizzly bears fighting all the time. Mike Tyson see it like, man, this guy have it all. If he puts it all together with his strength, power, leverage, range control, know how to use that upper side. I believe that Anthony Joshua got the best uppercut. That was one of his favorite punches on Mike Tyson. I don't know, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about Mike Tyson's comment. Do you agree with Mike Tyson? I I'm about to get off anyway. Um, About to drop a video soon. Take care, man. Have a good day at work. Have a good morning, y'all. About to go to parent teachers conference. See how my son did in school. Got a bet with him. If it's above 95 average, you get $250. I see what these teachers say. Um, all right, bro. I'm gonna hit y'all up, man. Take care, everybody. Peace and love. Love y'all. On to the next.